All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to save time in your life? You want more time, more energy, less BS? Look at Random Rob's recent video. One watch, just wear one watch challenge. Captain Willard. One watch means you got more time, you got more energy, you got more time in your head. You don't want to be spending all day worrying about what watch will I wear. Oh, what a waste of time. Just wear one watch, sell everything else, just get one. I don't know if you're going to sell everything, but great topic, because the more time you have, the more life force you have. Let me explain to you. Today's subject is do not squander your life force. A couple nights ago, my 10-year-old daughter, Julia, said to me, "Dad, you're really old for a YouTuber. I mean, all the YouTubers I watch are a lot younger than you, Dad." And I don't know why, man. I immediately thought of Don Meredith, Monday Night Football. You know, what's that song? The party's over, turn out the lights, the party's over, something like that. And I said to Julia, I'm not singing that Don Meredith song, man. The party's not over yet. I still have the life force in me. I still make some videos if I think I have something to say. And what I really told her, and look at me, Julia, I still work out. I work out like a madman 5 days a week. I work out with kettlebells. I've done all kinds of exercise since I was 5 years old. I've done weightlifting, bodybuilding, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, self-defense, power yoga, and about 12 years ago, kettlebells. It's an addiction. I started exercising when I was 5. As a 5-year-old, there was a cartoon called The Incredible Hulk, and I would get my brand new pants, I'd rip them up, cut them up with scissors, I'd wake up my parents in the morning, "Look, I'm the Hulk!" And I didn't get a spanking, but I did get a reprimand. Spankings were for telling lies, and because that wasn't a lie, I did not get a spanking. So I was the Hulk. I would read the Mighty Thor comic books. In the comic books, there was the Charles Atlas ad where a skinny dude got bullied by a bigger dude, and he was humiliated in front of his girlfriend, and that sent a very powerful message about masculinity and about humiliation and about standing up for yourself and taking care of yourself. And so when you take the Hulk and the Mighty Thor and the Charles Atlas ads, along with the sea monkeys and the X-ray glasses, but when you took that all together, you were imprinting a very strong message into a little 5-year-old kid. Not to mention, in the context of the Atlas cartoon, I had lost a girl in my treehouse. I had a beautiful girl in my treehouse. I think her name was Alice. We were sharing sun-made raisins when Scott Zane, in another treehouse nearby, he dangled a box of Captain Kangaroo cookies and got Alice, persuaded her to get out of my treehouse and go and hang out with him. And so I was very aware of competition at a very young age. And check this out, man. My first workouts were with a giant ceramic ashtray in my parents' living room. I grew up in the 60s. It was the Mad Men era where all the adults smoked. And they all had these giant decorative ceramic ashtrays. I mean, they were heavy, man. They were like anchors for a boat. I would do curls with that, presses. So I was working out. I had my Hulk pants on. By the time I was 12, I was enrolled in Olympic weightlifting. Was #1 in the nation in that. Then bodybuilding. But the thing I want to tell you guys is that I learned at an early age that when people are implanted with exercise, they never give it up. The life force in them demands that they continue exercising until their dying breath. For me personally, I can tell you that I have to work out. I work out for an hour, 5 days a week. I will tell you, within the first half hour, it takes about 30 minutes, I get hyper-focused, I get this deep sweat, and I get this elevated dopamine, and I just can't get that feeling in any other way. So I have to exercise. 7 days a week probably be too much, probably get burned out. On my off days, I'll wash cars, do some kind of chores around the house. But you have to, and you have to work out all your life. It's a life force. I remember I used to read all these magazines, Strength and Health, Muscle Builder, Iron Man, all those magazines. And I think it was Strength and Health had a profile of an 85-year-old man. I think it was in the streets of Maryland. He would run 5 miles a day with a harness, and he would pull a weighted cart. And he was 85, and he goes, you know, Western society's a bunch of wussies, you bunch of whippersnappers telling me I can't eat my eggs. I got low cholesterol. You don't tell me what to do. I exercise every day. I eat eggs, Bob. And I will do this until I die. And I bet he did. I bet he did. I remember reading a quote in Iron Man or Muscle Mag International from a Mr. America winner who said, I will continue to work out until God takes away my breath. And Ronnie Coleman, one of my favorite bodybuilders of all time, Ronnie Coleman, still works out. Sometimes he's on crutches, sometimes he's in a wheelchair, he's got back surgeries. He has to work out. I have to work out. And what I'm trying to tell you is, I think the drive to work out, I'm in my late 50s, I'll be 59 in 2 months. I think it's the life force. The same force that drives you to work out is the life force, the same force that makes you want to get up in the morning and drink coffee and find out what's going to happen in the day. And it's really humbling to consider the life force, because the life force has a shelf life. Let me say some things about the life force. It's the drive to work out. It's curiosity. It's the drive to read books and expand your mind. It's a drive for me, because I play the piano, to compose a new song, to engage in the creative process. And what's humbling about the life force is you don't always have it. You have it until you don't. I mean, my body and mind will desire working out until they don't. And I can't control that. And that's very humbling, and it should make me value my time and my time management. I'm angry, like most of us are, that I have to die. The way I see life and death is this. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. The way I see it is, all of us were put into this landscape. It's like a novelist is writing a novel, and we're in the novel, but it's in progress, and we don't know how it's going to end. And if you have the life force like I do, you're really curious. You want to know how it's going to end, and you're ticked off that you're going to be taken out of the landscape of this novel before you get to the conclusion, the denouement. You know, are we in the climax? I don't know. People always say we are. You have all these doomsday people. But the life force is limited, and I want to return now to watches. My wife always has good advice for me when she sees me screwing up. She goes, Jeff, you're spinning your wheels. And recently I gave myself a 150-day no watch buy challenge, and I'm actually taking Random Rob's one watch challenge now. It's peace of mind. And the thing about the watch hobby is an example of the life force is, if you're studying watches and you're expanding your mind and you're changing and you're challenging yourself and you're growing, that's great. But if you find yourself in a brain fog and spinning your wheels and repeating the same mistakes over and over again, then you're wasting your time. You're squandering your life force. You need to step back, take a break, man. And so that's how I see it. I'm so excited right now. I get to work out in about a half hour, man. The life force, man. How's the life force doing with you guys, man? Tell me what you think. Alright, go watch Random Rob's channel. One watch challenge. Let me know. Until next time, I'm out.